has been tracking a lot of the metal names. So, Nigel, the brokerages are betting big on metals. So, take us through what you're picking up.
Well, metals is high beta, right? When you see the markets get a little bit jittery, you normally see metal index, they correct far more. That didn't happen this week. And there are a few brokerages that are getting quite optimistic. Let's start off with the Aquarius. At the end of the week, they came out with a note and they have upgraded the steel sector to overweight from neutral earlier. The key reasons are, yes, they say export markets could get a little bit weaker, but the domestic demand will more than offset that weaker export market. The key factor that they're highlighting out here is that the demand-supply dynamics are going to turn favorable after more than 12 years. That's they're talking about 13 years odd. Why is that? Because incremental production will be close to around 6.5 million tons odd, while incremental demand will be more than 8 million tons. So there'll be a demand-supply mismatch is what they're working with, and that's why they're saying that it'll hold us in good stead. Remember, for this year, that's FY23, they're working with a number of around 117 million tons odd. So they're saying on that base, there'll be an addition of around 8 million tons in terms of demand. And in a pre-election year, normally you see flat steel demand as well as relatively better. So their topics are JSPL as well as SAIL. Kotak, out of the blue, they went ahead and they upgraded Tata Steel earlier in the week, and they really started off this upgrade cycle. They're saying the risk reward is favorable at these levels, so they have a buy rating out there. They're saying in the last 1 year, well, the stock has been an underperformer, but now domestic margins are likely to bottom out. Earnings will be fueled because they have a capacity expansion that's coming on stream. Weakness in Europe is likely to be basing out there as well. And there could be a kicker coming in from China if there is some stimulus that's announced. And finally, Jeffries, they're not only talking about the ferrous space, they're also saying that they like some of the non-ferrous space. So their top pick in there is Tata Steel, followed by Hindalco. And the few reasons that they're giving, they're saying Chinese data is looking far better, manufacturing PMI is looking good, property prices as well quite good. Chinese inventory levels, seasonally adjusted, is at the lowest we've seen in the last 4 years or so. And Indian steel prices are at a bit of a discount in comparison to what we have seen globally. Finally, on the non-ferrous side, aluminium prices are flat this year, but thermal coal prices have cooled off. So the spreads have improved. So that's why, in fact, all these brokerages, they're quite positive on metal names. But Sonia, the first IPO from the Tata stable, well, it's been a long while since we heard that. Tata, tell us more about that.
Tata Technologies.
Technologies. Almost 20 years, right?
Yeah, almost 20 years.
The last one was TCS.